Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We are back in Idle Commonwealth. Let's get back to it. Looking here at our board, looks like we can buy another house. Let's do it. That's always tempting. Oh, but we got pasture too. And like pastures. Ooh, one house or pasture? Let's do house. Let's do house. That'll get us 2 new workers. We're in bad weather. We're in the middle of winter, and you can see over in the top right of the screen, we're getting a 60% food production penalty. That brings us down to minus 1.5 food per second, but we've got close to 2,000 in storage. So we'll see how we do. I've got 2 farmers assigned to the farms, trying to offset some of that. We could pull all these other people off, put them on the farms, but I'm going to let them do what they're doing. Research or knowledge is up to 534. What's next there? Philosophy unlocks the library. Diplomacy. Want to do that? We looked at this last episode. This is going to allow us to do trade. Let's save up. We need 150 more knowledge. We've got storage space for it, so that's what we'll do on research. Diplomacy is next. We got a new person in town. Don't have a lot of. Well, I got lots of mining positions. Let's put them into mining for now. Who gets down to 1,000? We'll shift some of these workers up to be farmers. We got another person coming too. We know what we're doing on research. 700. What's next here? Pasture. Do pasture. Ooh, our food's holding us back, and stone's holding us back. Food, because we're in the middle of bad weather. That's going to improve quickly once the weather passes. Yeah, we'll need 1.9k food for the pasture. I don't want that. Again, these pastures are not impacted by the bad weather, so they keep producing. Farms, on the other hand, they take a huge productivity hit. From the weather, you can see minus 60% food production. You look at the description on the pop-up for pasture, it tells you regardless of the weather or morale, the pasture will always produce 0.7 food per second. That's why I'm kind of a big fan of these. We need more stone. Then we need more food. What could we do? Anchors, I kind of want to keep that going. We've got the ability to save up 1.82k in money. For 1.14k, we got 2 bankers assigned. I kind of want to keep that going. Research is getting real close. We'll hang out here for the last 20 knowledge. We can unlock diplomacy and see what that's all about. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on this food, though. It is declining pretty quick. Hopefully that weather will clear soon. Boom. Diplomacy. See what that gives us the ability to do. Under administration, there's now 2 tabs. Civics is the one we've been using. It's got the tax rate and all our worker assignments. This guy is new. Diplomacy. $1,000. Oh man, there's more bad weather, but it's better than it was. We did have snow. Now we've got rain. Morale's taking a hit. Point where they're doing a little frowny on me. And food production is down 30%. Not as bad as it was. Anyway, back to this. We've got diplomacy. For $1,000 and 1,000 food, we can send out explorers. I'm going to do it just to do it. Even though we're negative food, I'm going to do it. Boom. Get that going. They're going to go out and look for another colony. Food's getting a little scary low, so I'm going to take my miners and my lumberjacks off and throw them on food production and just get that back into the positive. Just for a while. Let's see if we can get this up past 1,000. The weather clears, that'll go super fast. So we're pausing wood and stone production, keeping the money coming in and keeping the research going. And these guys are still out exploring, looking for another colony. Okay, weather just improved dramatically. It says weather is ordinary. We're not getting any bonus for weather, but we're not getting penalized. Some people doing mining and logging. That food is increasing kind of on its own. That looks decent. I think we'll leave it there. Waiting for these guys to come back. They're still out and about exploring. Next, research. Can't do these ones that are 1.2K because we don't have the storage yet. And got the stone. Save up and do cement next, and then for philosophy. Food's looking good. Research is coming in at a pretty good clip. I'm happy about that. Cash looks great. Could probably lower the tax rate and get more productivity out of everybody else. Achievement unlocked. Neighbor, meet another nation. Okay, cool. Check it out. Here on the diplomacy tab, we found a tribe, the e03 tribe. And the way I understand this is if we give them 1 fur, they give us 0.81 stone and 0.11 copper. Let's do it. If I hit the trade button, this is going to kick off an ongoing trade relationship. And I think it's 1 fur per second will be sold, and then we'll get this stuff. So let's hit trade. Now, if you look over on the left, you can see we're getting stone from this trade arrangement. We're getting copper now, a new resource from this trade agreement, and we're losing fur. We need to get a hunter signed so we don't fall way behind here. Might be time for another house. And food's not that great. So let's take a lumberjack off, get them doing the hunting. Still in the negative though. In fur. We have to take somebody else off. Let's take a miner off and put them on hunting too. Still in a negative, but it's not bad. Again, we're losing fur to the trade agreement, but we're getting copper, which we don't have another way of producing, and we're getting a little bonus in the stone. What happens if I take the last miner off? Oh, we still get stone coming in. Let's put that last miner on hunting. And now our furs are in a bonus. The other thing in this diplomacy section is this gift. Since we're in the positive and we've got 318 fur, if we do a gift here, it's going to increase our relation, and we're going to get a little bit extra for every fur that we sell this colony. So let's do send gift. It's not much, but watch what happens here. It's from 0.81 stone to 0.83 stone. For giving them this gift, and then our relationship with them went up by 1. That's it for this. This is kind of on autopilot now. We're just trying to make sure that we keep this fur in the positive. Taking 3 workers to do it. We might want to think about trying to buy another house. We got plenty of cash. We got the wood. We got, what are we missing? Fur of all things. So we need we need 286 fur to get our next house. We're accumulating fur kind of slow. Let's Can I take farming back? Oh man, just when I say it, we get bad weather. So farming is now, food's now in the negative. Cash is doing good. I guess let's take off a couple bankers and let's speed up the fur so we can get another house going. Food's in the negative. We've got 1,000 stored. I think we'll be okay, but we'll keep an eye on it. We can always throw more farmers over there. What I want next is the house. We do the hut right now. Let's cash and wood. Let's do the hut. And we'll still save up for the house. Waiting on fur for this. $286, we're at 172. And we got another worker on their way. People are unhappy. At some point, I'm going to have to Turn the taxes down. Let's do it a little bit. We'll set morale at 78%. Tax rate 13. Weather just improved. So now food's in the positive. I attempted to take a farmer off. Man. Okay, now we got 2 unemployed. Let's get a miner going. And we'll go with 2 farmers. Try to save up some more. We want a house, and then I think maybe a pasture. Almost the max at our cash. What we can do, we need another bank to save more money. But since we are maxing out cash, in order not to waste it, we can lower the tax rate like crazy. So cash is actually negative. And even though we're bringing in a lot less money, we just increase the productivity of everything else. So rather than waste money, let's just lower the taxes. Increase productivity and everything else. Probably getting close to the house now. Here we go. 286. Bam. I'll get 2 more people coming on board. Now our cash is way down. We can increase that tax rate back since there's room to save money. We'll set morale. How about at 80? Somewhere around 80%, maybe 81%. Fur is fine. I guess we could take these guys back down. To reduce the number of hunters, we'll still keep the fur in the positive. But since we're not saving up for another house, let's reallocate these 2 workers to what? Lumberjack, miner. How about that? Stone. Could do philosophy. Let's wait for this though. I kind of want to see what happens here. We need 40 more cement. Oh, we get another person came in. Let's do. I need another lumberjack building. Let's do farming. Get caught up on food. Ooh, we've got silo. Tempting. Another worker came in. I'm going to put him on the farm. I'm going to do silo, actually. I want to save up more food. I'll spend down a bunch of the cash that we've accumulated. Spend down a bunch of everything, actually. What else we've got? Hut. Oh, man. Yeah, everything's down now. Shoot, I was trying to save that stone up for the cement. Let's do philosophy. It's going to take a while for us to save up the stone we need for this cement research. So let's just do philosophy. Research will probably catch up. Ooh. Some new things here. Copper mining. Takes 100 copper. We're getting that from trade right now. Copper mining takes 100 copper and 800 knowledge. We've got the ability to save up 800 knowledge. So that might be something. It says the extraction of copper ore by our miners will facilitate the integration of this new material into our society, with copper accounting for 6% of the mined stone. I think we don't actually get a copper mine. We just get bonus copper for every amount of stone that we mine. Mathematics is new too. Adds knowledge storage to the library. Oh man. So much to do. It's the library. Library helps in acquiring new knowledge. Each one increases the effectiveness of professors by 4%. Pretty cheap. Let's do one of these. Pretty low cost. Get 2 professors working. Farming seem for having four farmers, normal weather, and we're only accumulating about 2 per second. And I would like to see that beefed up quite a bit. 949 stone on the next pasture. Yikes. Foods can get there. 949 stone. That's a lot of clicking. We do. Don't want to mess with our hunters because we need keep that trade relationship going. Bringing in the copper we need for our research. And it's getting us a little bit of bonus stone. Maybe I can take lumberjack off and put him on stone. And a farmer and put him on stone. Oof. I'm thinking about this pasture. Have the cash. We need a lot of food and we need a lot of stone. Oh man, I just hate to click. Would chew back our food big time if I did that. We talked about getting another lumber mill. Oh, hey, lumber mill actually boosts our wood cutting efficiency by 3% each one. I didn't know that. Oh man, when it rains, it pours, literally. I did not need a food penalty. Trying to get a pasture, but man, now our food's rapidly in the negative. Oh man, that's a drag. That is a drag. Oh man. Let's slow down research. Put them on farming to slow down the decline. Take off a miner, put them on farming. We have no bankers. Cash is coming in pretty decent though. Morale's a little low because of the weather. Hopefully that won't last too long. You can see diplomacy here. We've got the opportunity to send out another expedition, but we got to save up $5,000, which we don't even have storage for, which means we got to buy a bunch more banks. We can only store 1.83K cash. And then, yeah, 5,000 food, and we could find another colony and do more trading. That's kind of compelling, but man, it feels like that's a ways off. Weather has improved. I'm going to leave my farmers assigned, though, because we need a bunch of food for this pasture. I think this is what's next. I want to keep investing in food. We're almost there. Almost there on the stone. We're about, 150 away. And we're almost there on the food. We're 300 away. So we'll wait on that. Cash is looking really good. In fact, we can probably lower the tax rate. So we don't run out of storage for cash. This gets us productivity boost for everybody else. 0.83, we're at 1.77. I'm going to lower it more. About there for now. All right, pasture. We getting close? Getting close. Click on the food here a bit. Stone's going to get there on its own. Again, we're getting stone from the trade relationship too. Yeah, just need the food. Pasture, so we're at 3.95. Bam, 4.65 food. I'm still going to leave my farmers on here just because the food supply is so low. And if we get bad weather, we don't have much in our supply stored up of food. That would mean bad weather would mean rapid clicks. Let's get a bunch of that saved up. Cash looks okay. Fur looks okay. I guess once this gets up to 200, we can make another donation, send another gift, and we'll get a teeny tiny bit more stone per second once we do that. Costs us 200 fur. Not urgent. Once food gets past 1,000 or 1,500, maybe we'll start pulling some farmers off. Get them doing other things, maybe research. Good. Well, let's leave everything the way it is. I was thinking about increasing the tax rate because we've got room for more cash, but we'll keep tax at 8%, keep people happy and productive. What's next? House would mean a bunch more fur we got to save up, and that's accruing kind of slow. We're close on the cash. Got the wood. We're a little ways away on the stone for that. The house would get us more workers. Definitely have a lot of job openings here. I'm going to put one more lumberjack down. Pull a farmer off. Still 3 per second on food. There is a stats tab here. I usually don't even look at stats in most games, but you can kind of see where we're at. 210 days into our first year for our colony. Have manually clicked 4,163 times to gather resources manually. Got 51 buildings, 24 techs researched. One person died. I think that was a lumber mill. Oh man, here comes the bad weather. Not too bad. Let's look at the rest of these statistics. Gifts, we've sent 1 tribute to that colony. And I'm not sure. Oh, this game, maybe that means this session or something, because these numbers are identical. Achievements. Look at those. All right. Let's go back to administration, see if we can't find a farmer. Pull miner off. That's better. Now food's back into the positive. Taking a 30% hit on food production. What the heck is next? What do we need next? Let's look at research. Stone. We're close on this guy. 600 knowledge. We're at 525. Weather just picked up. I can steal a farmer and put him on research. Close on the stone, and we're close on the research. We need about 50 more research and 100 more stone. Maybe I'll help that out a little bit. Click on the stone. See if we can get cement production going. Just waiting on the knowledge. We got 2 professors working away. X. All right, cement. Boom. All right, we got some new upgrades. Reinforced silo. Silos can store 200 more food. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Take cement now as a new resource for the research. But that I think would increase the storage of all of our silos. Same thing with the sheds. Shed upgrade. Oh, this is a new building. New building techniques now us fortify the structure and double its capacity. Wow. Double the storage of our sheds. So these are compelling, both of these. We need to make cement. Let's see where that's at. Under Commonwealth tab at the top, we have a new tab, Industry. And we've got cement plant. So this is actually an industrial park. Go to the city. This is the countryside. This is the town. So these are the farms, storehouses, the mines. Town has university, libraries, houses, banks. Industry has its own areas. One of them is cement plant. Let's buy it. Boom. And we need to get a worker over here. Got to free up a worker. Man, we don't have a lot of surplus workers. Food's kind of low. I hate to pull a farmer off, but I'm going to do it. There's two ways to assign them to the industry. We can just do industrial worker. Boom, here. Oops. And they get assigned. Or, sorry, I know I'm jumping around. If I take that guy off, we have one unemployed. I can go into the industrial park area and assign them there too. So you can do it in two places. We'll see. As the industrial park grows with more buildings, that may be different how we assign the workers, but it's fairly straightforward. So now we're producing cement. It looks like this little, oh, it's a trowel. I wondered what that was, this little arrow thing. It's like a little cement trowel. So we're starting to accumulate that. We've got a decent amount of copper coming in now or accumulated from our trade agreement. We've got some fur. We could give that away as a tribute, 200, or we can save up for a new house. I kind of want to save up for a house. House is going to take 432 workers, or 432 fur. Kind of slow. Our production of fur is kind of slow, but we need a house to bring in more people, and we need people for gathering fur. Take a look at how we've got people assigned. It's like we're spread pretty thin. We don't have an abundance of anything right now. 2 lumberjacks, so we need people. We could do a hut. 954 wood and 358 cash. Let's do a hut. That'll get one more worker on their way. And I want to keep 2 professors going for a while if we can. We get some good looking research. Increase our food storage from our silos, increase the storage of wood, stone, and fur. Or no, I think just wood and stone in our sheds. Oh, sheds. So yeah, let me tell you what I'm thinking. Or what I just discovered. The shed only stores a couple things. The shed only stores wood, stone, and cement. Get 3 sheds. We've been shifting to using these storehouses because they store a whole bunch more and they store more things. This particular upgrade only affects our sheds. We're not really investing in more of these. That's not as great as I was hoping for. It does double it. Doubles its capacity. Man, it's still not that great. It's still less than these storehouses. Imagine the sheds are cheaper to buy. We'll see. Silo I definitely want. And copper mining is compelling too. 800 knowledge for that. We're getting close. Got more than 100 copper. This would increase our copper production. Copper is super low. We're getting it from trade and we're only getting 0.11 little nuggets of copper per second. Maybe that's next. We're 200 knowledge away from it. We've got the copper. So that'll be the next research, copper mining. Yeah. Then here I would like a house, but we got to wait on that fur. And the stone. Oh man, yeah, oh man, there's the bad weather. Food. Yeah, boy. Like a short blanket this game, man. You never feel like you're in abundance. Everything, you just barely kind of getting by, it feels like. Everything is weak right now. Production, I hate to steal from anything. We don't have big supplies of much of anything here. to rob workers, to put them on the farms. I got to keep the hunters going. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this. Maybe we can weather the storm without throwing more farmers. Yeah, we definitely don't want to buy another farm because that would take our food all the way back down to 0. Library is not bad. Increases the effectiveness of our professors by 4%. It's not real expensive, but it does chew back with the fur I'm trying to save up. Oh, weather picked up. Barely in the positive on food. We'll leave it as it is. This library increases the effectiveness of professors. That's all it does. But once we do research over here, this one, mathematics, that last sentence, it adds knowledge storage to the library. Once we research this, when we build libraries, it'll actually increase the amount of storage we have for knowledge. Right now, we're able to store up to 800. In fact, we're about to max it out. See what happens. Hopefully, we can do this copper mining. We can save up the full 800. Let's see. We're about 15 knowledge away. We'll wait here and see if we can unlock copper mining. Hopefully it's going to work. Yeah. So now copper production is at 0.11 per second. We're getting that from trade. Let's see what happens when we click this. Boom. Okay, it almost doubled. I think that's now going to increase as we put more miners on stone because that's where the copper's coming from. Check it out. Ooh, got some good upgrades coming here. These are good. Good. Bronze hoe, 20% efficiency bonus for our farmers. Gotta wait for copper on that. And knowledge. Oh boy. Ooh. In fact, the knowledge, we can't even save up 1,000. Oh, these all take 1,000. But same kind of thing. Same thing. We got an upgrade for the lumberjacks, 30% more efficiency and 35% bonus for our miners. They all take 1,000 knowledge, though. In order to get to 1,000 knowledge. Oh, yeah, we can't even do mathematics. Oh. Yeah, we got to increase our ability to store knowledge. I think our only way to do that is going to be another university, unfortunately, because these are expensive. So what do we need? We got the wood. We got the cash. We just need stone, and we're not super far off. And this will give us the ability to assign yet another professor. Man, we kind of need people too. Sorry, just banged my microphone. What do we want? We got a while before we're going to hit the limit on the research, right? We got 700, almost 700 more research to store up. I wonder if we should go for this house first. Try to beef up fur production. Let's see. Is that the only thing we're waiting on? Fur and stone. Let's see if we can get another house. I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal. What am I going to steal? I'm going to steal a professor, actually. Get them going hunting. Ooh, we got another unemployed person from the hut that we bought. Let's get 2 hunters going, and that'll beef up our fur production so we can get this house. Real close on that. 461 wood and 1,000 stone. While we're waiting on the fur, I'm going to go ahead and click gather stone. We're almost there. Almost there. Yeah, I need 1.04 stone, so we're real close. Real close. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, cash. We're close on cash, too. In fact, I can increase the tax rate. Boom, boom. Let's do that. We'll kick it up. Now we're super duper close. 1.4K cash. We need 1.44. Get the house, and then we'll dial back our fur guys. Come on. Boom. Okay, there's the house. 2 workers are on their way. Let's go to administration, civics, take back these hunters and put them somewhere else. Miner. And what? Another miner for now. And then we know we need to work towards this university. Lots of stone. Cash. That won't be too bad. Wood, we've just about got it. Yeah, we want this university so we can store up more knowledge. Lumber mill. Let's do that. Let's do it. That'll increase the productivity of our lumberjacks, and it gives us another slot for lumberjacks. Research. Is there any research we want to do before? I don't know that we can. Everything takes 1,000. There's 1,000 knowledge. 1,000. We got this guy, poetry. Unlocks theater, and oh man, look at our food. -4 on food production. Don't like it. We got 1 unemployed. Let's throw them on the farm, and let's see if we can get by. Let's see if we can weather the storm. We got 1,250 food. We're losing 3 per second. See if we can get through. If it gets down to 500, we'll start shifting people around. Add more farmers. Oh man, now I'm losing track of what I wanted to do. We need the university, right, to get the research up, the max storage on knowledge. All right. Right. Oh, I think I have unemployed. Let's put you on the farm. Taking a 30% hit on food production right now. Oh boy, it just got worse. We're in winter. Look at our food production, -7. We gotta make some serious adjustments here. More farmers. Lots more farmers. 9 farmers assigned, and we're still losing at 5 per second. I think I'm going to shut research off. I'm going to shut everything off, basically. Cement. I'm going to shut cement production off, too. Oh, I can't. It doesn't help. I mean, I'm maxed out on my farmers. So we might have to get to clicking here pretty soon. We're down to 880 food. We're losing it at 3 per second. I got 12 farmers trying to offset the loss, but the winter is causing a 60% reduction in our food productions. That's kind of hurting. Could lower the taxes to get a little bit of boost on the food. So 3.04. Lower taxes. That gets us down to -2.71. Still bringing in cash. Let's put it down to 6%. So now we're losing cash too, but just barely. Let's see if we can weather this storm without having to click the food button 1,000 times. Not much new here. We don't have any fur to send as a gift. Not enough. Still getting stone production coming in from the trade arrangement, but it's not much. 0.04 per second. Cement's being produced. I'm doing that because we need it for all this research. These guys, I'll need cement. Reinforced shed, reinforced silo, all. Oh no, these guys need copper. The hoe, the axe, and the pickaxe. We want this. Boy, if we had this right now, it would be a huge plus. We got 12 farmers going, and this would give them a 20% bonus. See if we can weather the storm. We're getting down to 640 food. Might have to get to clicking if the weather doesn't improve soon. And we can't research these bronze upgrades until we get another university. I think that's next. I think that's the next thing we want to build. But man, most important thing right now is weathering the storm. If we can, then we'll probably end the episode. There. Hopefully I won't have to click like crazy. This one, we're going to need cash. We're going to need a bunch more stone. We're not going to get this upgrade this episode. I guess I can mine some food here. I can get us up to 600. I think we're going to make it. Not much I can do. Really spend money because I need it for this. Need it for the university. Man, we're not accumulating hardly any stone. We're not accumulating any cash at all. We did almost have the wood, but we're not accumulating any wood because I got everybody on my farms. Oh man. Cold weather is taking longer than normal. We better double check our food supplies. Trying. Down to 500. Once we get to 500, I'll click till we get to 600 and bring it back up. Oh man. My clicker finger is getting fatigued. Yeah, we're getting an extra long winter storm here. Could lower taxes even more because we've got a surplus of cash. Maybe I'll do that. Saves me a little bit of clicking, and this effectively increases the productivity of our farmers. If we go to 0, now 1% is the lowest tax rate. Everybody's happy because they don't have to pay any taxes hardly. Wait till food gets down to 500 and I'll start clicking again if the storm hasn't passed by then. Come on. No research, no anything really. We're getting copper from trade. We got one guy working on cement. We do have 3 hunters. That's keeping our trade relations going. But we are losing a decent amount of cash. Having the tax rate this low. Ooh, yeah, we're under 500. Let me do some clicking. Get this up to 600 again. I think the storm is about to pass. I gotta think. Hopefully we'll get some sunny weather. That would get us a bonus, like a 30% positive bonus to our food production. Got a little notification in our announcements over here on the right. It says, can you hear the birds singing? Maybe that means spring is on its way. Hopefully. All right, I'm going to turn up the tax rate. We're losing too much cash. Keep an eye on the food. Come on. Oh, man. Remember when I said food is important? Been saying that the first few episodes here. So important to have a lot in storage if you can do it. And these pastures are really nice because they are not impacted by the storms. All these 12 farms are. Come on. Waiting for that storm to clear. I'm going to let it get down to 300. Food's now, money is accumulating. We're saving towards the university. We need 915 cash, 762 wood. Back, let's get the wood going too. I'm going to take off my cement worker and give him a lumberjack. Okay, weather actually picked up. So now we're not minus 60, we're minus 10. Kind of want to let this food regen. Let's let this get up to at least 1,000. Then we'll start plucking workers off, farmers off, and reassigning them. So yeah, we were saying we want the university. That is, we need stone. Tiny bit of stone coming in. That's not bad, actually. I'm going to pull farmers off in a minute and get them working on the mines. Let's let this get up to 1,000. In fact, I can help it a little bit. Cash looks like it's coming in pretty decent. Happy about that. We'll soon have the $915 we need. Wood is good now. We're just waiting on the stone. I'm going to probably have to click some stone. Let's do it. Let's pull off some farmers. And max out our miners so we get more stone. And we'll see if we can get this university built, and then we'll call it an episode there. We do want to get a research going too. I'm gonna wait a minute on that. Don't want to steal from my farmers. I don't want to steal from my miners. I've only got one lumberjack working, so we'll wait a bit till food gets better, and then we'll kick our professor back on. Yeah, we need 1.33. I guess I'm gonna manually harvest some stone and move this along. Kind of want to get this knocked out before we end the episode. We're at 850. We need, what was it, 11? No, 1.33. Oh, man. Did lower the tax rate, actually, to help us out. Almost there, 1.1. 0.33 is what we need. We're getting closer. Oh man, finally. There we go. Boom. There's our university. Why was that important? That's important because now we can save up 1.1k knowledge. That's going to allow us to get all these 3 upgrades. These are next. Boom, boom, and boom. We want to make sure we've got copper being mined. That's coming in through the stone. So yeah, we don't need to assign anybody to that. And then, yeah, we should be good. We just got to get researchers back in action. Let's take... Oh man, I hate to take farmers because look, it's... Food production is just not great. We need more farms, I think, but I'm going to take 2 miners off and put them as professors so we can work towards these upgrades. These will actually increase our food production and stuff, but man, we need more pastures and probably more farms too. But we'll work on that next episode. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We're doing pretty good. Let's take a look at our Commonwealth here. Countryside, 12 farms, 5 pastures, 7 silos for storage, 8 huts. You can kind of see the rest. I won't read them all off. We're getting a lot of buildings here now. 3 universities, that's the big one. Big accomplishment for this episode. We got the cement plant, I think we added. We're going to be working on it in the moment, but we will. Tax rate sitting at 13%. We're paying our workers $4 per second. Diplomacy, we got the trade relation going. We could make another gift. I'm going to hold off on that too. This, reaching out to another colony, that's a ways away, I think. We got these researches, the bronze ones that we're interested in next. Here's stats, our achievements, and there's our statistics. You can look at those. But yeah, let's call an episode there. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series on Idle Commonwealth. I'm playing this as it's in early access. It is getting frequent updates, so things may change between the time you see this video and, you know, when you start playing yourself, because it is being actively developed as I speak. Yeah, pretty cool game. I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support as always. Deeply, sincerely appreciate that. With that, I'll see you all in the next episode.